Here we go! We're Secret Agent Agency. My name is Kevin. Joining me, I have Jihun.
Hopefully we don't get copyright struck by Mario, Nintendo for that Mario sound.
Yeah, and Andrew's also here.
So long, Bowser.
I narrowed my webcam cropping a little bit so I'll be less in the way of things. And also, I lowered the bitrate a little bit on the recordings because they're too damn big. They're just too big.
Gotta shrink them down a little, man.
Yeah. Okay, so we're journeying to not here.
There's like one more subquest, and then we can go do a mission.
Let's do a mission. Oh no. Oh, okay, okay. So everything's locked off except for here. The Hawk's Cry Cliff.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Though we're getting Shiva powers one way or another soon.
Come on.
Hmm.
You think Shiva's next?
I am getting that feeling.
Oh, she better
How do you
be
think your mother's reach
ready.
extends? Will we find the
Shiva
same
better
tragedy in
be
the south
ready.
as we did at
Doesn't make
Martha's
sense.
Rest?
More than likely.
You tried your best.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde.
It's getting like Shiva, Titan,
And hear their stories.
Odin, Bahamut.
Starting in the village of Amber.
Let's see,
Yeah,
hold
it's
on.
looking that way.
I forget how many open spaces there are.
Hold on. So far, let's see. Yeah, Titan. The one that we made appearance so far is Garuda, Titan,
yeah,
Shiva, Phoenix, Ramu, Odin, They say they're working on DLC. I don't know if they're gonna. Can they add a new?
I don't know.
They could always like add I don't know, fucking like Diabolos or something and have like gravity magic.
No, man. Doom Train.
Dude, we fucking
all
need
love the
Doom
Doom
Train
Train.
and something else.
Mockery of justice is what
Doom Train was fucking sick. He was my favorite summon in that game, I
never have
think.
stood for this.
Quiet, you!
He's pretty much the best in 8. Because he's like one of the only few ways to inflict the bit zero or whatever.
Meltdown.
status.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and meltdown was it.
Must be cleansed.
I mean, when you don't know which
which
what your enemy is weak to or
that she might rise once again from the ashes
susceptible to, then
welcome a new
that's everything. That's straight up Doom Train.
It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Alright, so don't even let him finish talking, just rush up and kill this guy.
Cooperation. What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
Got a piece of shit weapon.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100-full legions?
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something.
Ah.
Word is, port is sold.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp's sprung up.
Like up here? Okay.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome, Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Fallen Hunter. Hey, these guys.
We've seen more and more of these echoes.
Oh, the Fallens are outside of their home.
The mother crystals collapse.
That's an idea. You're not going to like it.
All yours, Torgal. Get him.
Oh, they were collecting clamshells.
How do I use a seashell?
That's such a bizarre running joke in that movie.
Supposedly, I looked it up to see if they actually answered that one way or another. No, I think they're the main writer of this movie straight up like keeping a secret. But the joke is that nobody knows.
What's the reference? I'm sorry.
Demolition Man.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that movie.
It's a surprisingly decent, like, action movie for the time.
Okay.
It's actually a fun romp.
When was that? Like the 80s?
It was the Stolen movies. I mean, that is those.
Yeah, it's like late early 90s, right?
Let me double check.
Around that time frame. By that I mean, like, I don't know.
1993.
Like, a lot of those don't age well, but that one is still like a fun movie.
I mean, it's typical. This is typical movie you get from those times.
An action movie I've been wanting to watch that's a bit older is I believe it's Escape from New York. It's a movie that inspired Hideo Kojima to make Metal Gear, and also
Jake Plissken.
More of my mother's
Plissken.
Yep.
And it also apparently inspired Neuromancer, which is a book I've been reading recently.
Yeah, after you watch Escape from New York, watch the sequel, Escape from LA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was that.
That one's pretty bad. Escape from New York, that was good. Plissken's a fun character.
Yeah, they're on my list of movies to watch.
I can see when this game hits PC, the spiders are going to get probably replaced with something else, like a mod.
Yeah.
People always get freaked out by spiders.
Yeah, actually, I have a friend who I work with who has trouble with a lot of RPGs and stuff because there's always spider enemies, and he has extreme arachnophobia, even like through a screen.
I know a VTuber who does that. She's known for her fear in the insects. Like whenever even a small insect and she starts screaming. What was it? What was this SNK game? Side-scrolling
You would bear your steel.
shooting game that
Why then,
military man jumping in the
we owe
tank.
you our thanks.
Metal Slug?
You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
I don't think that has bugs in it, does it?
These are
Oh, at some point it does.
Oh, okay.
Because I forgot if it's later game for sure. Like because the whole franchise kind of starts have you fighting the aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the enemy straight up bugs.
I remembered aliens. I don't remember bugs. I was like, maybe they're kind of bug-like. But
yeah, bug-like it.
And which property?
Metal Slug.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been a long minute since I played a Metal Slug game.
How many Metal Slugs are there?
The count gets thrown off because there's Metal Slug X. I think there's like a mobile game Metal Slug.
There's also there's for the main series there's up to 7. Metal Slug 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin-out: Metal Slug First Mission, Metal Slug Second Mission, Metal Slug Advance, and Metal Slug 2006. I think that's the.
Wait, which one's Metal Slug X? There is a Metal Slug X.
I'm looking. Yeah.
Tell me what I want, and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
Oh, it's basically a remix /upgraded spin-off version of Metal Slug 2.
Oh, okay.
Guardians of the Flame.
Yeah, so Metal Slug S is basically Metal Slug 2.
Those are Old Hills gates.
Okay.
Then we hurry.
Man, I like wait until he's done gasping before they reacted. That's pretty great. So speaking of movies to see, apparently Fast 10 is a pretty good time.
Oh, it's because of Jason Momoa, the Aquaman character.
So I read I didn't read, but overheard a fun comparison of or likening the Fast movies to a D&D campaign, and D&D characters, or in the first few movies the starter level.
Okay,
simple.
hang on.
Yeah, cutscene.
Ah, fuck me. That is a disturbance.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
Oh, right.
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Fuck, man.
We can't leave them here like this.
So I thought he was gonna burn the bodies.
But if the black
Honestly, for me, I would, if I had a firepower, I would
may
like,
already be
let's
Port Isolde.
give them fury or something like that.
Turn them all to ash.
Yeah. There's no reason for their body to be used for this kind of thing.
Oh, I was starting to say, so like in the first movies, it's like what was it? Like
I have not seen a single Fast and Furious movie.
they're like stealing a DVD player or something like that, and then by the 9th movie, they're launching cars into the upper atmosphere
Approaching Buick Bridge.
because they're like 20th level characters
I doubt the Empire would let us cross
doing whatever in the campaign. Apparently physics is completely ignored and like this is like not even real in the newest movie.
Yeah.
Like they're just not even trying with
There's
it
high-level
anymore.
wizards that are just using cars for everything.
Oh. You're making me think of Racing Lagoon a little bit.
It kind of does, huh?
It almost makes me want to watch them because I only saw the first couple ones. And they're kind of
This is their home.
But apparently they get pretty ridiculous.
I mean, let's be real. That's the only way you can attract some people. Like if you're kind of mid, if you limit the whole car thing into the reality, yeah, it gets boring. And so you gotta. I guess they had no choice but to do something crazy.
Also, like a D&D campaign, they had a character leave their party after a certain point, but they kept playing afterwards.
Get him.
I forget, is that The Rock?
Nah, Paul Walker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Over here.
I like that get over here power.
It's very good. I think in the stream when you weren't here, I was using it to grab enemies and pull them into his tornado.
Yes.
Works well on trash mobs. They don't have any, like if they don't have the stagger meter, they just get wrecked in that.
Yeah, the boss level character, they just move inside the tornado. They're super heavy, I guess.
Well, it also affects the get over here power. Instead of pulling them towards you, you pull yourself towards them and in the air in front of them. I fought mud crabs fiercer than you.
All yours, Torvald. This one.
What the current event-y stuff we got going on, Jihun?
The
You're
Lazarus.
more attuned to that shit than me.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened.
Yeah, now I'm not on Reddit anymore, like, because I don't want to download the official app. Like, I'm just super disconnected for now.
Did you install Threads?
No.
I'm not going near it. I don't do meta anything.
Somebody uploaded a screenshot of that. Like when you're downloading, it's gonna have like, oh, meta or like thread needs to access all this. Like, holy fuck, that's like
yeah, they want to know everything. Yeah.
So I'm like, no.
Yeah,
What's that
absolutely
about
not.
Facebook with Instagram login.
Yeah, I'm looking into Blue Sky, but it's like invite only right now.
Also, Jack Dorsey is just as crazy as Elon Musk seems like.
He is, yeah, but not crazy enough to nuke his product.
Yeah.
Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Oh, Lazarus.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the
We
entire
get a sewer
place looked
level?
abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Time to kill some rats.
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Very classic medieval architecture.
Very stony village.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Man, Torgal is this Torgal kill.
Yeah. Okay, I feel bad for those guys.
Wow. They didn't last like more than 10 seconds.
I've only ever seen
I'm
one man
wondering
fight
if
like that.
this
And he's
game you
long
can like
dead.
just no need for
Remember how
grind,
this
like
time
you
you
just
joined him?
go. But I'm trying to think level doesn't
No
matter.
grinding yet.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Oh shit, is he the traitor?
My lord, I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Oh, no.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
I don't remember it.
We had like a couple bros with us, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought they
one-
died.
I know. Yeah, one or two died for sure.
We can speak inside.
I guess just this guy. The other two are probably nameless dudes.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
Wait, is...
Stream is bugging
If
out.
I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my
It
hands.
says it's reconnecting.
I hit F5 just in case, but yeah, it's just loading.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare.
Okay, it says we're live again.
In my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We're back.
Okay, so one thing that was kind of interesting here
let us go with you.
is it seemed to
For the good
possibly
of Rosaria.
imply that Bahamut's dominant is the son of the Emperor and his mom.
How many years has it been?
That is your wish.
15 years old, I think it was.
18 since
And we at yours.
the beginning of the game.
The incident.
Yeah.
It could be him. It could be a younger boy or girl. I don't know. We'll find out. We can look at that that one graph thing. I don't know why I keep calling it a graph thing. It's a relationship chart.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
It can help keep track of shit, especially with like anything with like royals.
No, it's impossible.
I think it's at the back at the base.
You know how hard it is to keep track of a relationship when it comes to royal because they fuck their sisters?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of that shit. Lots of keeping bloodlines pure and marrying.
So I guess this is.
cousins.
I'll have to go back and check, but I guess this is our axe wielding bro from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because there's like a trio, I think, right?
Hmm.
Or at least a duo.
Yeah, at least two. I don't remember it being trio.
I guess the trio if you include the captain.
Oh, the one.
The captain definitely got exploded.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw that.
Nothing fancy.
And
You,
traumatized.
Lady
Clive.
Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Oh, 20 renown from that.
Party members. Okay. I mean, I kind of thought that's what was happening there, but...
The Phoenix go with you.
I had it spelled out for you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Oh, hold R2. Rein in. Okay. So it's like a hard break. They're drifting? Yeah, kinda. Oh! Okay.
Come along, fucking Clive. You got only gold chocobos.
There they are.
Do you guys actually remember the colors from the Fantasy VII chocobo?
Yeah, it's like... Was it like
Black
blue,
ones can
green,
fly,
black,
but
gold?
Yeah, black ones can fly, but it can only land in forest, right?
What is it now? I told you.
There was no flying in 7.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
The
of
black one, I think, just combined the powers of the other two.
You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black
Not in
Shields?
7.
Then come! Die along with
It's
your
like river crossing, mountain crossing, black could do both, and then gold could ocean cross.
Forest area.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
It's such a long charge, it doesn't seem very impressive when it
No.
goes off.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Yeah, you zapped his son. Liberally.
Another Dragoon?
Albeit a miss.
Those are fun fights. This is
Yeah.
unique.
In taking it, you have but
Have they been
proven
having
our
exactly the same armor, or is it
that
slightly
this
different? I
land
can't.
This one's
This is
different.
different.
dire need of cleansing.
Okay, the other one was a blinding light. This one's a lasting dark.
I got a very unique sense of name.
That fucking attack.
Got Harry Harley.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? It's all good. Unless you're all ready.
Ow.
This one.
So limit break for the final hit.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Thanks for speaking for us, pal.
That's not a bad thing if the protagonist was a silent protagonist.
Ten more renown, and we can get our ring.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
We keep getting these.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again.
Or flare or blame.
Unless you deserve
Yeah.
it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
Yeah, okay, I remember who this guy is.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Yeah, I thought he beefed it. Legit.
Is that the guy in the combat tutorial at the beginning of the game?
Yep. No, that's the Lord Commander.
Okay.
The one we saw explode because he was right next to us when we turned Ifrit.
Yep.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Those are some serious footfalls.
Alright. How heavy are those boots?
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
It's the memory we're not privy to.
Yeah. There's a lot of that in this game, man.
Infectious flax wench? Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh, he's crying.
Yeah, wow, that's a nice detail.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
I like how for a split second Clive just had this goofy boyish face.
Yeah.
There's so much detail in like the facial animations and stuff for this game.
So that's what somebody mentioned in the podcast that I was listening to. Do you want me to shut up?
Yes.
Has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I
love the fact that classic music is
playing. This about you being Sid. You're always
Yeah, it's classic. Going out on a boat.
Now
music.
You're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Okay, so we're going back to Hideaway.
Yep.
So, before I got interrupted by the cutscene, yeah, basically some people in podcasts like there's no way this game could be deliverable in the pixel days because like the subtle facial subtleness, like the tears coming out, you know, that kind of thing is impossible in the pixel days.
The pixel days are funny because, you know, so like in Final Fantasy VI, I always think of it as like this like extremely dark game, but there's scenes where like the little like inch tall characters are like jumping around on tables and shouting and stuff like that, and it's so goofy, you know, but that's what they had to do to like to make their characters like emote at all, is to just like go full bore with like what they had.
It is a limited technology, sure. Yeah, they had to use whatever they can get their hands on to deliver that emotion. But
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred. And they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, The faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
I'm thinking we take care of some side quests and then probably call it.
Yeah, if we can get a 10-pointer, we can snag the ring and then come up fresh the next time.
Something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Hey, it's a 10-pointer.
Yeah. And also I've noticed that the plus sign quests are ones that like unlock something. So like the other plus sign quest with the chocobo.
Oh.
Oh.
This is with the blacksmith, right?
Yeah.
That monster's taking quite a lot.
Maybe new upgrades.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a like.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Oh, it's the hump board. Okay.
Yeah, by the
Google. Google.
Mughal.
Mughal, Mongol, Mongol.
Mogwai. I feel like that's a property right for a remake. Gremlins.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Do the soft reboot strategy. Where you have like the characters like from the original show up. Ooh, this is B rank.
He had what it takes. to take the beating.
I think this is it. Let me just take a look around. Yeah, it's here somewhere. Here we go.
It's a me. Does it show up on the map?
Just gonna wander around a bit.
Summon your chocobo.
Let's go. Faster.
Poke.
It'd be cool if you can swing your sword like as if you're a motorcycle, like Cloud does.
Oh, I got a Choco kick.
Oh, okay. Did I get that shit?
Okay. Choco meteors. Red chocobos are real jerk faces in tactics.
You deserve a rest.
What is this? Well, wandered into a different hunt, I think.
The angel thing.
It's like Garuda's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, Aruna.
This isn't gonna be easy.
I don't remember Chocobo thing in the tactic. I mean, granted, I did not play the game that much.
They were kind of just like a Swiss Army knife of a monster. They could do a ton of damage, they could fly, they could heal.
Oh. You can mount them, I think, in the game, and have your units move around like they can.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when he says sick him while he's in that kind of limit break state.
Yeah.
Alright, time to make it hard to see what you're doing.
Portal kill.
Oh, I never really finished our ass game discussion. Jihun, did you get any? Have you played Vampire Survivor?
Yeah, on the phone.
He was the one. He was the first, the trendsetter.
Rotate is pretty cool.
Yeah, you said so. You the way you said it was like Rotator is what Vampire Survivor wish to do or something like that. I'm like, holy shit.
It's so fast and like really frenetic and fun. 20 Minutes Till Dawn is also pretty good, but that's a twin stick style.
Yeah, I really like that one. I played that one a good bit.
Having to have a whole another finger do something also helps you not fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like 20 Minutes to Dawn.
I mean, that part of it started for me when I was on the plane.
At this point, I think a couple last few times I tried playing Vampire Survivor, I did start nodding off.
Well, this is Jihun we're talking about, so that's his default state.
Yes. But I think I don't like the style of Vampire Survivor having it so you unlock permanent upgrades, or just snowballs, and like it just becomes a snooze fest.
Kinda does, yeah.
Whereas 20 Minutes Till Dawn, Brotato, you just unlock new items or characters. That's it.
I see.
Yeah. And with 20 Minutes Till Dawn, you unlock the ability to make the game significantly harder as well.
Yeah, it's got Ascension difficulty, or you can just keep incrementing it.
Come on.
Well, we found one hunt. And I was looking, we probably got renowned from that, but we want to knock out this quest too. Just might get something cool from the blacksmith.
That'll do, girl.
That was rude.
Yeah, what did I do to you, man?
I want to go to the other one, I think.
Good girl.
Yeah, that's why.
Having finished all my Etrian Odysseys, I started Etrian Odyssey 4 on my 2DS over again.
Ooh.
I haven't played it since release, pretty much. It's funny comparing it between the HD collection, because like the HD collection were full revamp of the DS games, and are objectively better in every way from those. But in some ways, they're also better than a 4, because 4 is pretty slow now. I got accustomed to how fast and snappy it is in HD. I know 5 has the same stuff that the HD had as far as being very fast.
Back to the stables, girl.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Well, they were talking about like your recent event.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be easier to navigate to this field if I teleport to this one. Oh,
What
okay,
does
I
it
know
like,
where.
follow you like oh, is that the hero of Kavach?
Oh my god! Oh my god, that...
I was just recently thinking of Oblivion and Skyrim again. I don't think I could ever sit down and play them anymore at this point. Like I'm done with those games. It's fun to think about, but
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing how Starfield plays out. I'm not buying it on release.
Oh, good.
I'm
No.
never buying Bethesda game on release anymore.
Especially now when Tom is in charge, which, by the way, recently that the Major Nelson is no longer with Xbox anymore. After 20 years. Major Nelson, he was a community... Is it actually his position?
Oh.
Community manager or something like that? That's what exactly the title is. Major Nelson. Who is
Was it?
he? He's a former director of programming for the Microsoft Gaming Network Expo. Okay. His real name is.
You want to know where to go?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Alright, so it's blah blah blah. Karen Norvent.
Mm-hmm.
On that bottom left corner where it says Nervant Valley.
Okay.
There's like a path to go.
Back to the stables, girl.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try next.
Good day to you.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Oh, treasure.
I'm not allowed to have Chocobo in the village.
Is that where you're at now? Me getting off my chocobo? That was a couple minutes ago.
No. Oh, you're running around the
Okay.
village without a Chocobo, so I presume it's a no Chocobo zone.
Yeah. That is correct.
That's some bullshit.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
There we go. Oh, sh.
You're spamming that Choco button.
This is no time to ride. This is no time to ride. No use calling Ambrosia now. Not here. Ambrosia won't help me here. No use calling Ambrosia now. Ambrosia won't help me here.
So is there even like a compass? Tell you like what fucking direction you're going?
Damn it. It's not here, right?
Oh, you got some treasure at least. But no, it's bring up the map again. It's like the lower right of this zone. Like you gotta go a different zigzag.
Yeah, I know. I have to figure out how to get there. I'm trying to figure out how to get to what dumps out there.
Maybe you don't drop down when you dropped down that one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys gonna go see the Barbie movie or Oppenheimer?
Let's go on the caravan south.
I think the last movie I saw is still Infinity War.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've been going to the movie a handful this past year.
I do not like theaters.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't have anybody to go with.
Well, the Gold Run has the movie pass, so we try to go occasionally to see stuff.
I just buy some Blu-rays here and there.
Man, I feel like this is an area where you desperately need a mini. Yes, that's the right way.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Not here. Come on.
Well, I'm probably gonna end up going to see the Barbie movie, so I'll give you my review afterwards.
Okay.
Man, the Chocobo does pretty good damage.
It's a level 13 enemy. His baby.
Alright, hopefully we don't die and get sent all the way back to the start of this zone. I think we build up our limit break for the real fight right here. Thanks, Dragon Ibis. First boss in FF5.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Carl Boss.
Yeah, Carl Boss. Hey, it is Carl Boss. Like, no lines of Carl from Aqua Teen come to mind, though. It's been a long time since I watched that.
Hey, get out of my pool. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think it's about time for an Aqua Teen rewatch. I bet that show has not aged well.
Oh, how about like Harvard Birdman?
I hated that show even when I was a kid.
Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law?
Yeah, it was boring.
I could see it being boring.
Is a show, I don't know, is it meant for a little bit grown-ups, or... It's been ages since I watched that.
No, I just don't think it had the writers that like Aqua Teen and... Oh... It still says I'm live.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't been
Alright,
more
it's
than he
good.
can chew.
Are you live, though?
It says I'm live.
No, but are you actually live?
For now.
Yeah, he is. We are alive for now.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, okay, so we can't actually see it. We have to hit a trigger. First Griffins, FF2, I think. Or were they FF1?
Never mind, we'll have to wait. Look sharp.
Griffins show up as enemies quite often in the Heavensward expansion of FF14.
Final Fantasy 3 actually, for their first appearance. Optional boss and a treasure chest in the first castle.
Ah.
Sometimes you gotta wonder, how did this kind of fantasy character created in the first place?
I mean, this is like a mashup of
There's
things.
Yeah. There's a Chimera, and there's a Basilisk. Griffin is one body. I think there's a hippogriff? I don't know. It's like a weird move. With this
Oh,
one.
there's the Chimera things.
Yeah, the griff. griffin is a combination of lion, body of a lion, and then but the upper body that resembles the eagle.
It's just, what if Hawk was eagle, actually? Or, sorry, lion was eagle.
Yeah. What would a winged lion look like? And if the lion does have a wing, it's something else. That's a cool view, I should tell. Hippogriff versus griffin.
Hippogriff is a flying hippo.
Also, awesome Magic Gathering card.
Yes, that's Veldegriff.
Oh, that's right, Veldegriff.
What the? I did not know this. So one explanation is that griffin is part lion, part eagle. Meanwhile, the hippogriff is a part eagle and part horse.
Oh, okay.
I did not know this. Oh. And then there's Pegasus. Oh. And then I think the one confusion sometimes is the ogre versus orc. Sometimes I feel like those two races are kind of interchangeable.
You got like Japanese Oni, which is like the same monster.
Onis are more like not monster with a bit of a magic in it, I guess. Because like even Goblin Slayer, they try to differentiate the ogre, and they made an ogre like some actual monster with like a lot of intelligence enough to have a magic skill or something.
Well, even the first ogres in Final Fantasy had ogre mages.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got a shitload of renown now.
I noticed we got a ton of gold from that.
Are you
Oh,
still alive?
Scarletite. What, me?
Yeah.
What are you on about?
No, sorry, for real on that one was your kick stream got disconnected for a second. That's all.
Okay, yeah, it says I'm live. I don't know what's going on with Kick. I'm sorry.
Well, time to move back to Twitch.
It might be coming. I don't know.
Is something there, boy?
Well, at least one thing I appreciate is that, at least on the Kick, I feel like I'm watching a lot of high quality since not many traffic compared to Twitch. That is.
Yeah.
We found our friend.
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Alright, we can teleport back, I guess.
Yep.
Teleport
Wow, a
behind
lot of
you.
stuff going on at the...
Peace.
Nothing personal. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on at the hideaway.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lane.
And with a bit of luck, Clive. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Oh, there's like a yes, no. It's like, you know what? I'm not giving this to you.
It's shiny. It's mine.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you
This
back,
has cheered me right up.
Hey, it seems very sure.
Don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Coming to a blacksmith near you. Fine leather
Looks like
goods.
we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
Yeah, we've been trading any of that into him yet, or
There's a
no?
better one out there.
Yeah, lots of bloody hides
Anyway, no one spins a yarn like old Black.
from all your Choco murder.
Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Oh.
Oh, we gotta get blueprints.
At least that one.
Same Forward, do you?
Need Electrum. That's a big jump, though.
What does it give you? Oh, okay.
And?
Out of the stat boost, I thought they were like some kind of inventory up or something.
Okay, so I want to go back to the Moogle and or no, not him. Who was it? The somebody down here.
Nigel?
No, somebody. Are they outside?
Typical nobles.
Here.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are.
We got the Berserker ring.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Okay. Cool.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
All right, I'm feeling pretty good to call it here.
Fair enough.
I'll leave it right here with Jill. Yes. Well, all right, guys. Did Andrew like forget about push to talk or something?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it for us tonight. It's been fun. It's been kind of a filler episode. Some I don't know. Needs more hot springs.
Need more cringy moment where like we're recalling our childhood.
People love filler like Twinkies.
Yeah. But I think we're setting up for something cool next week, probably with Jill's past and things like that.
Jill pass get triggered and the Shiba goes on control and then you take Shiba power. That's what I'm betting on now. Any other bets?
I hope we don't end up killing
Shiva's
Jill.
next.
Yeah, Shiva's next, but I hope we don't end up killing Jill. That would suck.
Well, they got Garuda powers before having to beat up what's her name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Benedicta or Benedita?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Benedicta. But yeah, it's been a good time. Ta-ta.
E.T.
So long.